What's up guys, my name is Martin, I'm a game designer for TrainStation 2 and today we're gonna answer some of the community questions which you guys posted on Facebook a while ago. So let's get to it. Question number 1. Would it be possible to change the key containers so instead of being region locked, you can choose which region you want to buy the train for? Yeah. We get asked about region-specific containers quite a lot and we know they are highly requested by the community. That's why we have already increased the frequency of region-specific containers in the daily shop to daily frequency. But we are also working on an option to acquire region-specific containers with keys, either during events or maybe by adding some new features such as train manufacturing where you can construct a specific train. So stay tuned for updates about this topic. Second question. I have just reached level 4D, so USA unlocked. Now I can only use USA trains in the construction area. Why can I use trains from earlier areas in the construction area? The construction area is the current event. So it's made in a way that you always use your latest region trains in the current event. The reason for this is that we want the players to always focus the most on the newest or the latest unlocked region. We are aware that at the start it's a bit difficult while the trains are weaker and the player doesn't have enough keys. That's why we have already decreased the difficulty of jobs at the start of an event, and we have also added a bit more keys at the first level ups at the start of a region. But we will also continue to work to make region progress even more seamless and easier to play. Third question: is there any way you guys can do an offline mode for the game? Sadly for this one I have to say no. The reason for this is the game's architecture. It's made in a way that the server needs to check almost every decision the player makes, and creating an offline mode will create a huge workload for our guys, and since we are a small team we always have to make the decisions or add the features that benefit the largest amount of players, and that's why it's unlikely we will do an offline mode anytime soon. Question number 4. How can I play the game on multiple devices? It's actually quite simple. If all of your devices are Android or iOS, you simply need to link your account to your Google Play or Game Center account. It's done in the game settings. It's also rewarded as an achievement, so you benefit twice. And it's even possible to connect your account if you play on an Android and iOS device at the same time. You just need to contact our community management and let them know your IDs. Question number 5. Any news on adding regional factories for Region 5 and above? Yes, we are definitely planning to add more factories for all of the game's regions. However, at this moment we are rethinking the way region progress works along with factories, so it's possible there will be some changes in the future and we want to be certain what the changes will be about before we implement more factories. However, you can definitely look forward to more factories. Question number 6. Why are casinos and hazard game advertisements in a game which is also played by children? Yeah, we understand your concern. However, it's made in a way that only people above 18 years can see these advertisements. However, if you see an ad that you find offensive or you think shouldn't be included in the game, just contact our community management and they will see if they can remove this ad. Question number 7. Will it be possible to play TrainStation 2 on PC as well? Currently the focus of TrainStation 2 is solely on mobile because it's much easier to produce a game only for one type of device. It also allows us to include the content into the game much quicker than if we were to do multiple platforms such as PC or console. However, it is still possible to play TrainStation 2 on PC with the use of an emulator such as MemoPlay or BlueStacks, and these allow to turn on mobile applications in a PC, so you just download one of those and you can play also from PC. Question number 8. Why is the big boy in Germany? It's an American engine. Yes, I agree, it shouldn't be that way. This is a common misconception among players. The trains in the regions are actually not sorted by the country of origin but chronologically, so Britain has the oldest trains, Germany has a bit newer ones, and so on and so forth. The reason for this is that while you could find enough engines for Britain or the US because they have so many, it wouldn't be possible to do for every region such as Australia or Canada because they don't have enough trains to fill the whole list of trains. and it's also a bit easier for us to not be so limited by this. So we can include the trains we think the players will like the most and not just the ones that fit in some sort of system. Question number 9. Where do I find specifics about special event trains in the shop? Yeah, it's a bit of a complex UI problem. The UI button for the train consists of the price tag in blue and the train picture or train thumbnail above. So, and if you click the train thumbnail above, you get a preview where you can see the train, and if you click the price button, you buy the train right away. So, and it's true, it's a bit of a bug or incomplete system, and we will do a rework where each time you click any part of the button, you will get a preview and then you get to buy the train. Well, at least I hope I understood this question correctly. Question number 10. I wouldn't mind some historical facts and stats about the locomotives. Yes, we get this request a lot. Players that have played TrainStation 1 probably know about its museum feature, and the request is probably asking for something like this. Currently, a museum feature is not planned for the immediate future, but it's a possibility we will include it in some future update. Question 11. You guys should add a Roundhouse to your station where you can place your favorite trains. This is funny, actually a Roundhouse was part of the station in the beta version of TrainStation 2, but it was removed because the players couldn't understand the concept that much. However, it's a possibility it will make a return to the station, maybe with the museum update. Question 12. Please add an option to spend 300 or 400 keys to have greater chance for epic trains to drop containers. This may be limited use once per level or so. Yes, thanks for the feedback. We are always looking for ways to improve the container system, and being able to buy multiple containers at once is a possibility we will include in the future, maybe even not very limited, so stay tuned for updates, but there are definitely changes coming to the container system. Question 13. Can you add more spots for buildings after the events? I buy the houses but don't have enough spots for them. Yes, we get asked about the city quite a lot as well. Actually, we are working on quite a large rework of the city screen, which the specifics aren't decided completely yet, but there will definitely be more buildings and maybe even more spots for them, so stay tuned for future updates. Question 14. We need more blue maps, city plans. Is it possible that we earn more with the mission? I got over 200 red and yellow and only 13 blue. Yes. Currently the player is only able to get city plans by doing ship missions, and the balance of the plans isn't always ideal. So this is also something that will be addressed in the city rework, either at least with the rebalance of the rewards or maybe with some other way where the player can get more blue plans and all the other plans he needs. Question 15. The station for a long time, if you clicked on it, said coming soon, but before the Christmas update this disappeared and there was no more coming soon. The station will actually be part of the city rework we are working on. It will be included in the gold income system. And you may have noticed recently that there have been questionnaires and Facebook posts regarding the city screen. The reason for this is that we want to figure out what the players want to see on the station, and so quite soon something will be coming to the station. And question 16. It takes too much gold to upgrade trains. Can the gold destination cooldowns be lowered, especially after Region 5, where it takes too much gold to upgrade trains? Yeah, as I mentioned in the previous question, the station will be the center of the new gold income system, and it is possible, it is likely there will be a gold income rebalance coming along with this update. So that might fix things. However, what I wanted to say that each time that you think some part of the game is poorly balanced, takes too long or isn't fun or just drags out too much, just let us know through the community management on the forums or anywhere, so that we know on which parts of the game to focus. And that was the last question. Thank you very much for your questions and your feedback. It helps us to improve the game, and we hope you will have much more fun playing TrainStation 2, and see you next time.